Where are the opportunities right now, given the fact that you have learned that the market is not just about oversupply or even undersupply? It's not about just the interest rate, but whether we know the right checklist or attributes to go into so that we can still continue to win. Okay, so the opportunities in summary we need to understand is, first, your profile matters, because you don't even gain context of what you want and your need, then it's very difficult to understand your investment horizon and whatnot, because this will then give you an anticipation of what you should be doing instead of just waiting. Okay, a lot of people do not look into that. They just think that the macro environment is everything, interest rate is everything, market cycle is everything. Okay, but once we know that, we will not fall into just like the rest, right? And I have a very famous, or rather I have a quote that I like a lot. It says that in order to be the 1%, you must do what the 99% people don't do. Okay, and I'm glad that you guys are the 100 people that are here, so you'll not be like the rest who are probably waiting on the sideline. Okay, so know where the opportunities and gaps are, which is what you learned today, and also follow the fundamentals and strategy. And last but not least, be very clear with your investment horizon and intention, because this will then determine the safety net that you got to put aside for, at least until the time they're going to sell that place or to utilize that place for your children's need and whatnot. Okay, so with this, I also want to bring you to the next profile about a direct upgrade versus additional property, because this is very important for people who are holding properties right now. They always think that, should I be selling, should I be decoupling, or should I just add one more, etc., right? So this is a decision tree that will probably help you to make some informed decision. So first thing is your property already beyond 15 years from TOP or MOP? MOP is for executive condominium. Okay, so if it's more, then can consider selling if it's not near MOP estate. That means not near new township. Okay, so then purchase the next property. That means you do a direct upgrade. You don't add one more. All right. So the next one, if it's less, then is your property under urban transformation zones currently. Okay. So if it is not, then we go back to the same thing, sell it, okay, and buy one more for direct upgrade. But if it's yes, then can both husband and wife qualify for mortgage? And the one that is staying behind, can he hold the mortgage in single entity? Because if you can't basically do that, right? Okay, so if both can, then keep and decouple and then purchase another property, and that's where you add on one more. So many people get the assumption and confusion that the more properties you own, the more money you make. Okay, I just want to share with you that that's not always the truth. In fact, if you are owning one more and then one more is not a one bedroom in integrated development, it's just a one bedroom somewhere else, it's not even near urban transformation, you're just owning one more for what? Passive income, right? So passive income is where you trade your time for money. That means you get a specific amount of rental income per month and per year. Okay, and at the same time, that's just, pocket money. After minusing all your interest rate, your maintenance, property tax and whatnot, especially property tax in today's context. Okay, so what we want to do is not doing that too early, because once you go too early on passive income strategy, you ended up not getting yourself in high margin growth property, because that's what gives you the stepping stone to make more. That's why one of my so-called high net worth client always tell me this, say, KS, rental doesn't get us rich, rental just get us by. What really get us rich is knowing how to exit a business after we increase the value. Okay, and this is very important because many people wants to go in the passive game early. So bear in mind that, because our shelf life as an investor, our age is the commodity that we do not want to trade off just because we just follow some passive income strategy. Okay, we want to do that later on when you don't even have any loan left. All right, and that's full. So next thing, we then talk about the Profile A. Where can we buy? If you fall under Profile A, you can actually look at Hill Evan, and this is where we share with you some development to buy into. The Rail Corridor is one of it. Exit milestone is Seller's Stamp Duty should be completing in 2027. But in 2025, we learned just now what happens. There's a huge MRT coming out, right? So it hits every fundamentals, and if you are the one that's under Profile A, this is a so-called gem that we want you to, advocate you to go in. But of course, exiting, there are multiple milestones and whatnot. So this is just one of it that we just want to share with you. All right. So fast in and out, and don't want to deal with tenants. Okay. So that if that falls under you, that resonated with you, this is something that you should go into. And then next, buyer profile B, cash flow, high margin, and the intention is for capital appreciation and rental, and we'll do everything to optimize, right? So this is where we're going to show you something in the resale landscape, and this development is called Gem Residences, and this is right beside another plot, literally just across the road, less than 2 minutes walk, that was bidded in the government land sales program, and this is done just November 2023. So the land was sold to CDL, as you learned here, and the future sale price will be easily $2,400 to $2,500 per square foot. And the current price tag of these so-called buyers, or owners, that are basically selling in Gem Residence, are around 1,007 PSF, 1,006, which is very reasonable, because for people who go in at 2,005 for the new homes that is coming up in the next 9 months to a year, they enter at about 2,004 to 2,005. How much do they need to sell to make at least a decent profit? 20%, right? So 20% would then work out to be how much? About 3,000 PSF, right? So those people who buy that new homes in Lorong 1 Toa Payoh, the GRS site that's happening in 9 months time, and then with TOP another 3 years later, they have to sell $3,000 per square foot. But because you buy at 1,007 PSF and whatnot, can I say that you sell around 2,001 is actually very good already? So if you can see the 2 steps ahead that I'm telling you here, this is where you fill the gap and you're gonna make that money. Because again, I shared the MRT you guys go to, which is Braddell MRT, is gonna be the same. The schools that the children go to are the same, called Pei Chin, if I'm not wrong. And also the kopitiam that you go there are still the same. Okay, so again, those people that they sell to are also resale buyer. It's just whether they buy resale as sub-sale or resale from you, and the price disparity is again about that $600-700 PSF. Alright, so with this insight, next we then talk about profile C, utilize today. And for family, and the intention is to upgrade as soon as possible, and the time horizon is very sensitive. I want to bring your attention to this development called 100 Palms that were MOP this year. Okay, so 100 Palms is a very good product that hits every transformation so-called attributes that we talk about. So first thing first, it is within the Rosyth Primary School. So this is 100 Palms. Rosyth Primary School is just across the road. Okay, and not just that, there is also a Serangoon North MRT train station that is just coming up in the Cross Island Line in future. Okay, so within the basis of the Rosyth School and also the upcoming train station, and this is everything you need if you want to stay in to utilize the property today. So look out for resellers over there, because this is what's going to give you that additional edge and leverage. And then of course profile D, and this is for profile that want stay but also rental income. Again, want to make sure that they are within the UT zone or township or relocating existing assets, and the intention is for legacy and rental. And they are probably their last move in real estate. By this time, they are likely not going to buy anything anymore. This is their so-called downsizing, or they are right sizing already. Okay, so we can see another development called Watercolors, and this is near Pasir Ris. Okay, so this is very interesting because we have dual key over there, and the dual key is a proper 1-bedroom with a 3-bedder. Okay, so the dual key are actually renting out for 2,002. Okay, and some of them are even selling it for 1.58, 1.5 million. So if you are looking for such development for stay, which you want the size and at the same time rental income, then this is something that you want to put yourself through. Okay, so every product that we recommend suits a profile. It's not like we give a profile but there is no so-called recommended product to let you see how it works. Alright, so with this, okay, we then see how generally these 4 profiles come together to give you the right advocate. Because again, if you do not know your profile, you do not know what to get yourself into and the types to buy, and also the investment approach as well. And now I hope this gives you some form of sensing that if you resonate with any of these profiles, you know how to select the right one. Okay, so how many of you feel that this is very useful? The profile A, B, C, D here. If you feel it's useful, type useful inside the chat. So I know that right now you gain context of how is this going to be something that you're going to apply for not just yourself. Even if you are a practitioner in the marketplace today, you know, like, hey, you know, KS, now I know how it makes sense. Okay, because rather than just selling things for, you know, because it's hype or whatever, now at least I know that this is how it works. Okay, amazing. Here many of you say that this is very useful. Okay, so with that, I just want to go into where are the good stuff now. Okay, and many of you are probably waiting for this, right? Okay, so I want you to see that by way of en bloc, there are about 48 of them. Okay, and in the government land sales program, there are another 54 of them. Okay, So different color zones here. We have the core central region. We also have the rest of central region, which is the light blue, and also the outside central region, which is the dark blue. Okay, and with this is how it looks like. 0 in core central region, 31 in rest of central region, and 71 in outside central region. No wonder, or little wonders, that people are saying that how come outside central region are making so much money. Okay, because that's where the volume are, right? Again, you learn where volume goes, that's where, of course, your appreciation go. Okay.